Hey, welcome to my channel and welcome to another episode of her story. If you didn't watch the first one, I highly recommend going back and watching that because, it's kind of the kind of game where you have to see the whole thing to know really what's going on. So I highly recommend doing that. It's a very short game though. At the end of this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also share if you can. That would be amazing. And let's get to playing some Her Story. I gotta remember to search what I was gonna search. So I'm gonna search Eric. Oh my god. There's a lot of Eric. I did not expect a lot of Eric. Okay. God, okay. And I'm gonna start taking notes on my phone. Except I don't have a note taker. You know what? I'm just gonna take notes in my text messages. Florence, Glaziers, Rapunzel. And then I have a feeling there's going to be more. I just got to make sure not to push enter. Because I put this in the text to my boyfriend. I just got to make sure not to push enter, that's all. Okay, let's do this. Eric.
He was wearing a shirt. It's a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric.
Right watch. Oh, and his boss was Eric.
Had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, black pants there. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Okay.
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. He said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
Okay. The Rock.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked on the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
I don't know if that's important.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one. Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Diane, okay. Diane, don't send. That would be bad. My boyfriend would be like, what is this? Anyway, so the glaze. No, I want to look for Florence first. Florence. Here we go.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Okay.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road, I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
Ah. It always freaks me out, man.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know. No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Okay. Let's see.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
Is that a bruise on her eye? Hold on. Bruise.
Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off CFAX, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
No, I haven't. I got an achievement.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
You should ask Diane. I'm curious about the bruise, so let's try bruise. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Okay. Let's look.
Bruise? Oh yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. It hurt like hell. The bruise.
No bruise.
I have a really fast
She
metabolism,
touched the
so
wrong
stuff like that
side.
just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
She touched the wrong side, you guys. That's definitely not the same
The
person.
bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so
She was
stuff like that just comes and goes.
She was confused as to what they were asking about. They were probably asking because her bruise is gone. Hold on, did I add that one? No, I did not. Oh my god. Add to session, please. Oh, it's already here. Oh, okay. I already did add it to session. Okay. But no, look, her bruise is on this side.
Bruise? Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen,
And this
the chair
is
slipped, and I kind of hit the door with my face.
June 25th. And this is June 27th, so only 2 days later, and there's no bruise. And she touched the wrong side and was confused as to what they were talking about. I don't think that's the same person. Okay. We're getting somewhere, you guys. Let's see.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull out Hannah's to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. And she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snuck frozen peas up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies were synchronised anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
Okay, so they would be each other. That's for sure.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush.
Carl.
I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
What the heck? Crazy.
This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Okay. Wow. Bruise. Carl. Okay, let's do glaciers. Okay, sorry about that, guys. When I typed in glaciers, it was the Z was my hotkey for the record button. So it stopped recording. But here we go.
A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the glaciers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. It's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle.
Bruce.
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the glaciers. We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the glaciers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope. No, everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier, he doesn't have much money. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so no Bruise. I just remembered something.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong.
I think it might be this one.
Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile.
It left her infertile. But wasn't it Hannah saying, being the one that was pregnant? Or saying that she's pregnant? Where is that? I don't even remember. Gosh dang it, I can't find it. Oh, it's this one.
The bruise.
No, it wasn't that one. Damn it. Did I not
Bruise.
place it?
Oh.
Wait. Pregnancy. No, pregnant, not pregnancy. How come I thought I added all these, but they're not here. Oh, here they are.
Yes, I'm fine.
Yeah, here we go. No bruise. No
This happens
bruise.
some days.
This is not Hannah.
I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
Eve's the one that's pregnant because Hannah is infertile and with the bruise. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
Okay, thought I was.
I think it was that time, the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what that means. But okay. Let's look up Rapunzel.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Oh, and everything's in colour. Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
Don't really need to add that one.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Attic.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty, pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Sorry guys, I had to take a break to eat dinner, so I may take a minute figuring out what I was gonna do. Attic, watch, The Rock, Carl. Okay. Let's look for Carl, because there's probably nothing. Oh, there's more than I expected. Okay.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first.
What?
That would have been Carl.
Oh, okay. Carl
He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit, but he was sexy.
She has a
We were
tattoo.
15.
Okay, she has a tattoo. Does the other girl have a tattoo? We don't see her arms. Wait, we do, don't we? How come I just noticed this tattoo? It looks like you can see it in another video. 'Cause I'm lame. Let's see. I thought we saw her in a short sleeve. Yeah. No.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents.
No
So it made
tattoo.
sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways. before
Okay.
Pregnancy. Reminded me of being a
So I think Eve is the one with the tattoo.
Yeah, that's me. But February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Oh, February. I should also search February. Okay. More on Carl.
No, I was 15. Carl was older, 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It's stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family. Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon. Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another Carl in our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Wow, okay. Whoa. That was creepy. I don't know why it's creepy. It's not actually supposed to be creepy. Maybe I should search Ouija board. Oh.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
I did that with my friends too. Especially when we would have sleepovers.
Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something, that's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
She was speeding. Okay, let's look up tattoo.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off for the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV. Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
An apple and a snake. Achievement. So you've...
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit. got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist. He saw me singing one of my shows, pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was, but he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Interesting. And with that, I'm going to wrap up this episode. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also share if you can. That would be amazing. I could really use the support in growing my channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitch for live streams. And also follow me on Twitter and Instagram for updates as to what I'm up to. Also, if you want even more than that, you can join me in my Discord, which is a really small family right now, but we're hoping to have it grow and be more active and be a really cool little place for people to socialize and support each other. So, with all that being said, I hope to see you guys in the next episode, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!